we're starting the video with. Delta's sleepy. What is that supposed to mean? This is way too pretty for Texas. Don't mean custom me, one brain cell. Oh, there's a second one. Oh no. Oh my god, now there's fire. Sir, my dude. Sir, dude. Friends and gamers, as you can see, today we are doing the Magical Girl event, and I left a solid day left to finish it. For some reason, I always start these so early, and then I just don't do them. That's the problem. To be fair though, for multiple specific reasons, it was kind of difficult for me to talk for a couple days, so like, I've talked about it already, whatever. Today we're doing the Lone Star City arc of Turi's Magical Quest. Now here's the deal, usually when we get events like this, I split each section into 2 videos, but because we are so crunched for time right now, I might do my best to try and crunch the entire Lone Star City arc into this one video, depending on how long it is at the midway mark, just because I would like to get it done. I have been very like jumping the gun with Honkai Impact content, so I think after this event, I'm gonna go back to try and just like focusing on the story, like the mainline story, unless there's an event that I really, really like. But going forward, I'm probably just gonna focus on the story, not try to do the story and the events, because that is my crutch here. The events are so fun. Let's start though. Looks like we're getting a trial character right off the bat with the level 10 Rita. Now I would build my characters, but if this is anything like the Bustling Holiday Symphony event, the last one, the final one, they give you trial characters that are leveled enough along the way, and by the end you have like these really cracked high level characters and you don't have to do anything for it. So yeah, let's start with Rita. Oh, is she having a flashback? Why are we getting a sad flashback? It's like we're not even 2 minutes into the video and we're getting a sad Rita flashback. What the heck? Talking about an apple. Oh no, she's wait, is this from Rita's POV? Because no, it has to be Delta, because we have Lilia mentioned right here, cutting the apple into slices. Yeah, there we go. It's a Rosalia Lilia flashback. That's amazing. That's what we're starting the video with. Lilia says this is what? A magic trick that turns apples into bunnies. Oh, I've seen that. I remember I had a friend who could do turn the apple into bunnies thing really well in middle school. Like we went on a trip and we were in a hotel, and I just remember her like making apple bunnies with like the apples we get for breakfast, because none of us were eating them because they were kind of like rotting. I love school trips, but she made them like all into bunnies and just had this army of apple bunnies. And then we had to throw them away because they were apples and they were gonna rot. I can't tell which twin is saying it, but she says, I wanted to bring them to you after I was done, but they turned into an ugly color shortly after. That's what I was saying. They rot really quickly when they're exposed to air. Obviously, it's an apple, and the apple bunnies don't last. They do not last. Take your pictures while you can. I think it's Rosalia saying this. She says, it's all right. I've really mastered it. No matter how many you want to eat, I'll slice them for you. Oh, that's really cute, but it takes a long time to make. Lilia says, thank you. And Rosalia says, more importantly, you should eat them all while they're still pretty. But they're so pretty, I don't want to eat them. This way you can recover quickly and fight alongside me. Oh, wait, is this a flashback to after we get Lilia back? Or like what she wanted to happen after we got Lilia back? Because I feel like that's like, oh, that's like way early in the story. Without you, ... Oh, wait, is Rosalia crying? Okay, unnamed person says you don't have to apologize for this because... And there's Delta. As long as you dip the apple slices into cold salt water. I've heard salt water, and I've heard you can like squeeze a lemon on the apples and they don't brown as fast. I've done the lemon thing, but not the salt water. They won't oxidize into a brown color anymore. Yeah, see, there it is. Delta's sleepy. The girl felt like a voice she cherished had escaped from her dream. Oh, wait, so was that Lilia saying that to her? Oh no. To retain that momentary sensation, she struggled between sleep and reality. And now she's talking about apples. But her consciousness grew stronger and she felt more and more awake. She still felt that something was wrong. This voice is... it's probably like her hearing Lilia's voice. Or someone else entirely. It's Rita talking to her. Ah, there it is. She says you'll get nightmares if you don't cover yourself properly with a blanket. I'm just looking at how she's sleeping, like upside down on the couch. That has to be uncomfortable. Like for an extended period of time. Like that has to be uncomfy. Her beautiful illusions receded like a tide. That's almost like sad, like to wake up from that sort of dream. Instead, Delta saw the person she wanted to see the least before her eyes. I like don't remember where we were at. I feel like there was a big time jump. The lighting definitely looks like Lone Star City, or what I would expect from a place called Lone Star City. Yeehaw. She subconsciously tried to recall when she had fallen asleep, and whether that dream had caused her to talk in her sleep. But seeing how Rita began to smile more, she felt nervous. She probably, she was talking in her sleep, but she really just kept repeating apple. So like, You're too close, she says. Ah, yeah, Rita would be. Rita says, that expression. Are you still sleepy and mistook me for someone else? I thought that we had already become partners after spending these few days together. So there has been a time jump. It's been a couple of days. Delta says, shut up and get away from me. I don't know what else I would expect from Delta. Oh my god, my wrist like locked up. Anyways, moving on. A rather cold response. Yep, that it is. Delta thinks, when did this woman get so close to me? I was too careless. You were asleep and she's our partner now. You're fine, Delta. Rita says, you look exhausted. Why not rest a little more? Don't worry, I'll stay by your side. It's because you're sleeping in this weird position. Sleep normally. I sleep in weird positions too, but this is weird even for me. Although Rita seemed very sincere, Delta did not want such humiliating kindness. She blinked impatiently and refused quickly. And Delta says, that's unnecessary. I'll keep my guard up at all times. Enunciated. So it looks like we're in a bar of sorts. It's definitely a reuse of the art from Meowtown, but instead of there being a window here, it's just like a blank wall. Like it's definitely the same shelf and like the cooler. It's definitely the same. Delta rubbed her temples and stood up from the soft sofa. The light of dusk peeked in through the windows. She slept for such a long time. This was an abandoned bar in Lone Star City, one of the few architectures that was decently preserved among the ruins. 6 hours ago, everyone decided to rest here. So we've been in Lone Star City for a while, and I'm assuming it's just been kind of like, nothing's really happening. And so, Brony checked the electrical circuits and restarted the lights and ventilation fans. The small bar looked acceptable after Rita cleaned it up. There's Tariri! Oh my god, there's a loud car outside. My god. You good? What the heck? Tariri says, do you want a drink to wake yourself with to Delta? She was sitting by the bar counter, drinking juice, and Brony was standing behind the counter, shaking a cocktail shaker. Brony, how old are you? What's legal? Stay safe. The pink-haired ninja was holding up a cup and sitting on the window ledge. Why didn't she wake her up? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Why wouldn't? Oh my god, I forgot. She's not Sakura, but I forgot what we're calling her. Kasumi? Kasumi, that was it. Like I said, it's been like ages since I recorded for this event. But it would make sense if Kasumi woke up Delta, but I don't think she cares that much. And if she does, she doesn't show it. Brony says, don't underestimate this bar. It may be shoddy, but the tools are all intact. What do you want to drink? Is she talking to Delta still? Ah, I remember that you were going on about apples in your sleep. Oh, apple juice. We think she was talking about apple juice. Interesting. Delta just says, forget it, I don't want anything. And Brony gave Delta a knowing smile, opened the cocktail shaker in her hands, and poured a honey-colored liquid into an antique glass cup. Oh, she was actually making the apple juice. Can you make apple juice that way? Brony says, Miss Rosemary, if you please. What does that even mean? Rita swirled her wine glass slightly. Although it was no longer clear due to its age, it still reflected a bright ray of light from the setting sun. I mean, it looks pretty dark in here. Oh, so she's not? What did she make? Because Rita says the tart taste of orange along with the rich flavor of honey. You're great at this. It's not apple juice. What's going on? Brony says, of course. And Rita says, as expected of a waitress from Raven's Diner. There it is. There it is. Rita says, waitress? Yeah, that's from the other bubble universe. Rita says, that's right. Although her service attitude could do better, but Miss Brony is great at mixing drinks. There was a glitch on my screen. We're gonna ignore it. Brony says, you don't have to reminisce that for me. Nobody will be interested in stories of the past. I don't know. I have some really unhinged stories from working retail and food service that I try to block out. But every now and then they come up and they're unhinged. Very much unhinged. We don't talk about it. You know what? I get it, Brony. I do get it. I don't want to talk about it either. She did not forget the recipes, and mixing drinks had become muscle memory. But those times were too long ago, and they radiated with warmth in her memories. That's true. You do memorize that stuff really easily. There's stuff I did, especially during food service, that it's like second nature. Even other jobs too. Like tech jobs, like you just memorize that stuff. Thierry says, is mixing drinks similar to making potions? Amazing. And Brony says, similar, I guess. Here's your drink, non-alcoholic. Great. Stay safe, y'all. Thierry says, it's delicious. The best drink I've ever had. And Brony says, so Delta, don't want any. I mean, it can't hurt. Delta says, just a cup of cherry juice is enough. Cherry juice, oh my god. What was that noise? So quickly? Yeah, what was that? Oh, there's Kasumi. So she's just full Robo Ninja mode now. Okay. Well, this outfit's cool. And it is like really opposite. Like it matches Delta's, but like the leg colors are opposite. That's the best way I can put it. Kasumi says, seems like a temporary way to lure the tiger out of the mountains. What is that supposed to mean? Anyways, Delta says, is that a magical creature too? Darn, it sounds so unrealistic. What does that mean? Rita says, what a pity. Even though we finally found a comfortable place, Miss Delta still needs a nap. Me. I'm always down for a nap, quite literally. I'm always down for a good nap. But Delta says, I'm not sleepy at all now. She placed the glass of cherry juice she had sipped down and leaned on her greatsword to stand up. A soft hand covered the back of hers. So, is it Kasumi? Oh no, it's just Rita. She says, let me do it this time. We can't let this person disrupt our leisurely afternoon tea. That's what the name was. Leisurely afternoon tea. That specific phrasing I've seen in a Hoyoverse game somewhere before, and I don't remember where. I don't. Anyways, so Fiery Cavalry was outside, and the witchy Rita can wear down HP as bonus damage with strength and magic skills. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, she's cracked. New main just dropped. Her healing skill at Ultra Gem can deal true damage while healing. She does all the things, yeah. New main just dropped. When Rita's HP falls below 50%, she will upgrade a basic healing gem into Rosemary Healing and heal 50% more effectively. She's insane. Such as a witch that dances effortlessly on the razor's edge. Wow. Yeah. Here we go. This is what we're rocking with now. I'm like, let's start with some magic damage. Yeah, we'll do a charge because I don't think charge doesn't do any damage on our end. There we go. That's a matchup. Okay, let me get that in there. We need to get rid of these fire bits as quickly as we can. We're doing pretty okay. Lightning! Is that what I call? I remember I really enjoyed the lightning, and I think every time I hit it, I just like lightning. We'll do that one. That should finish it off. Yay! Part 1 is done. S grading. We're not going for high grades. We're just going to completion because I also want to do the event bit for the whatever it is, the emblem. After leaving the bar, everyone moved according to their planned route. Also, this is so pretty. This is definitely not, there's no way Lone Star City is modeled after Texas because this is way too pretty for Texas. Dang. Stepping deeper into the forest of Lone Star City for the first time, they did not feel that it was a place that the Magic Security Bureau needed to be so wary about. Delta says, I thought that the borders where civilians aren't allowed to enter should be fortified. I mean, it's just so pretty here. Rita says, indeed, it looks more like an abandoned city here. She took a deep breath, as if taking in the breath of the past from this land. That sentence was a little bit too simple. Anyways, although most places were already destroyed beyond salvation, traces of human presence had fully disappeared only a few years ago. And Tururi says, yeah, after all, this place was abandoned by everyone. Why? Like, why specifically? Was it just like not a Honkai thing, but I guess a magic thing? Kasumi says, abandoned? Would common civilians abandon their residents so easily? Obviously, they did it. Or unless maybe that was the story, that it was abandoned, but it wasn't actually abandoned. They were like told to leave, sort of thing. Tururi says it was originally as peaceful as Crescent Moon City, but its history went back much longer. It existed before the Magic Security Bureau was founded. And Rita says, no wonder the buildings here are simpler. Also, if it's hotter here, I'm just saying it's hot. No one wants to be outside building. Brony says, sounds like it was an amazing ancient city. And Tururi says, yeah, that's why I went to research about it in the Lavinia Library. That library has the most complete collection of books. But one day, the awakened Dark Lord harassed and destroyed various lands with its claws and fangs. Just the Dark Lord, that's our big bad. Even cities with Magic Girl's protection were not spared. After some consideration, the Magic Security Bureau decided to use Lone Star City, the place closest to the Dark Lord's courtyard, as a delay tactic, or rather, the first line of defense against the Dark Lord's invasion. So is our final stage gonna be like in the castle, palace, courtyard of the Dark Lord? Mayhaps. Kasumi asks, at the cost of sacrificing its residents. I mean, maybe, I don't know. It's dicey. Tururi didn't know how to explain the cruelty of that cost. Yeah. It's like the Lord Farquaad thing. Some of you will die and I am willing to pay the price. Is that what he says? I don't know. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. She could only phrase herself vaguely. They're probably told so little about it too. She says everyone suffered unimaginable pain as a result. Just recalling about it makes me so sad. So to seek refuge and to escape, after the battle, the surviving residents suggested the idea of moving to Crescent Moon City to the Magic Security Bureau. So they weren't told to leave initially. People died, and then they decided to leave because that was like their only good choice left. It's still so dicey. I feel like part of it's still missing. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't played Honkai in a while. Brony says, such a cruel and incompetent method. Don't tell me. And Kasumi excluded herself from the conversation as usual. and her thoughts were placed elsewhere. I feel like she knows something. Everyone's voices sounded soft and distant to her, like a scrap of paper fluttering in the wind. If anyone cracks the code, it's going to be Kasumi. I trust her. Because this story about the past had awoken her memories about a certain friend. That friend forcibly gave her life, yet coldly left her alone. Oh no. How close is this to actual Honkai storyline? Back then, she also did something similar. So unnamed character here says, I can't protect Sakura nor you. So Katsumi is not technically Sakura, or they are the same person. This is, I don't know. There's definitely like a connection there, obviously. It's the same character model, but even with the borrowed 500 years, I can only end it in the dumbest way. Without power, justice only invites despair. This is kind of sounding like Kevin, I'm not even gonna lie. And the kindness of leaving no one behind is but weakness in disguise. It could be Kevin. This could be a Flame Chasers plotline, actually. I'm just a mortal who is slightly stronger than average, and I'm now taking my last breath to protect my place. I can't even stop the wailing close at hand. Because also this sounds like it could be Flame Chasers music. How can I reach out to the people in need far, far away? It could, what'd I say, Lord Farquaad, far, far away? Dang. Kasumi thinks the residents thought that they had abandoned their homeland. In reality, it was the Magic Security Bureau that forced them to make that decision. That's what I was just saying. Yeah. No, me and Kasumi, one brain cell. Well, actually, she probably has a lot of brain cells, and I've borrowed one today. I've borrowed a brain cell from Kasumi. In a way, it's more similar to that man who taught me how to live, yet never looked at me. What probably was Kevin then. That probably is a Flame Chasers storyline. So after the Flame Chasers, did Sakura end up here? That could be really obvious if Sakura ends up in Arc City or whatever offshoot of Arc City this is. Because Brony and Sakura were in Arc City at one point. Yeah. Oh, that makes a lot of sense now, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Like I said, I'm still behind in the story and I want to, after this, go focus more on the story, but that makes a lot of sense. From the start till the end, all he cared about was a person's life and death. He never cared about how a whim of his could change others, or even the world. It could be, I bet she's talking about Kevin. Kasumi had recalled all her experiences countless times, but only one thing was clear. If it was not for this man using her friend to extend help, she wouldn't be able to live in this world as she is now. So maybe this might not be Sakura, but I bet the man is Kevin. At this thought, Kasumi smiled bitterly. Although she claimed to have made a similar choice, but she sincerely felt sorry for it and for me. Interesting. I'm thinking a lot of things. To the extent that she felt tormented by it. Definitely, I feel like if I had done the Flame Chaser storyline prior to this, I would be able to crack this a lot easier. This memory that had been sealed deliberately was like a physical injury for Kasumi. It could heal with time, but it would never return back to what it once was. Whenever she remembers the shock when she found out the truth, and the emptiness when she couldn't find a trace of her friend, her usual composure would crumble. This is the sort of Honkai Impact event that makes me really want to go hard on the story, like immediately after finishing it. But I know that like my voice is going to be so shot by the time I finish this event because it's like 3 videos at least. Anyways, her ears twitched in annoyance as she tried to free herself from those frustrating thoughts. Until Delta says, "Did you find anything new?" Delta, she's having a moment, let her be. A familiar voice rang next to her ear and pulled her out of the shadows of her past. Before she realized, this ally's voice surprisingly began to comfort her. Oh, perhaps it was a synchrony developed from frequent mission collaboration, or because they saw a similar loneliness in each other's eyes. I guess that makes sense. Because technically, Delta did lose someone, that someone being Lilia, technically. And whatever Kasumi's backstory is, yeah, she technically... My guess is Kasumi is Sakura's sister, in a way, even if I guess I don't think Sakura's sister is named Kasumi. I don't know, it's been a minute since I did that part of the story. It's like, it makes sense to basically both lose a sister in a weird roundabout way. Regardless, Kasumi did not hate this feeling. Yeah, she says no. But yeah, it's like comforting. She says, I was just thinking, even though Lone Star City isn't an enemy base, we still have to keep our guard up. The Magic Security Bureau may have executed this plan because it didn't have the ability to resist the Dark Lord. Maybe because it probably is like a plan B situation. If the Dark Lord is that strong, we can't underestimate the magical creatures left behind here either. That makes total sense. Rita says, you're right. That's a reasonable deduction. Yeah, it definitely is. Like, whatever's left here has to be like an eldritch horror. Brony says, fine. We just saw how it was tattered with injuries, but our ninja here can deduce so much more from it. Looks like you're experienced in battle. Brony, you fought her. You fought her before, Brony. Oh, the smile. No, she knows exactly what she said. Kasumi did not respond to Brony's taunts, and Delta did not rebut as she usually did. No, everyone's kind of going through it now. I think even Delta can kind of feel like the melancholy feeling from Kasumi. Because what Lone Star City encountered also reminded Delta of a memory she kept deep within her heart. Before she started feeling upset, she spoke to break the mysteriously sentimental atmosphere. She says, let's make haste. Yep. Wow, how messy. Was that just one part? That was literally just one part. Dang, it's gonna be a while. We're gonna be here for a while. Okay, part 2. Recommended level is 11. Okay, let me level up Rita really quickly. I also just realized if I am needing to get with the emblem, right? It's Tower of Horror. I think you have to use a specific character. No, you can use whatever character you want. Okay, we're solid. We're solid. We're safe. We're safe. I can power through with Rita because that's what we need to do for the emblem. So we can power through with Rita. Start. Going right into part 2. Thank God. Did not want to be roped into this for too long because we spent a lot of time in that first part. So now we need to like make it quick. We do have to make haste. It's like Delta said. A bomb. Oh, cannot move or fall and deals 500% enemy attack damage to friendly units when the countdown ends. Match 3 gems within 4 adjacent tiles. Okay. Darn. This kind of ruins all my plans. Oh, it's stinky. I'm gonna do that really quickly just to kind of make things easier on my end. Oh, thank God there was a match right there. I think I need to do it a couple of times. We might take this out beforehand though. Oh, thank God we're safe. Nice. And then we'll do that. We won! S rank, I'll take it. Pretty good, if you ask me. I can get some more gem transmutations, it looks like. I don't know when I got these. So we need to go through all of these transmutations from Crescent Moon to get to Lone Star City, which is where we'll be able to upgrade Rita. So we'll just have to work through that. I think I got another bonus. Let's go to part 3. Recommended level is 12, so we're gonna up Rita again, which I'm now out of mats, which means I'm probably gonna have to do some of the daily sections in a little bit. Anyways, speaking of Rita, she says the magical creatures in Lone Star City are really different from those in Crescent Moon District. I haven't been paying attention. I'm gonna be honest. And Delta says, how so? Yeah, I would like to know as well. I was not paying attention. Rita says the small stone golems and Boulder Guardian in Crescent Moon District are aggressive merely because they are playful, or when they want to chase intruders away. But the magical creatures we meet now are... Rita seemed to be looking for a more gentle word to describe those monsters' rude and graceless attacks. They're just clunky. That's the word, they're clunky. Teruri says, actually, a small number of the magical creatures in Lone Star City used to be the Dark Lord's underlings years ago. Well, that's why they're intense. Intense, maybe that's the better word? Kasumi says, then, it makes sense that they are more difficult to handle. It's also part 2 of the overarching 3-part structure. Teruri says, I may not have experience in real battles, but I memorized the strategies in the Dangerous Magical Creatures Encyclopedia from cover to cover. It seems like she's always wanted to kind of go out on this adventure, but just never was able to, and now we are a team that is able to do that. Rita says, looks like we have to rely on our requesters sometimes too. Oh. And Brony says, there's some movement ahead, here's our chance. Rita says, let's try Miss Teruri's strategies. Here we go. Are we gonna have another gimmick? No, I think we're fine. We're probably gonna bomb pretty early on, so we have to do as much damage as we can, as fast as we can, I think. No bomb yet. Okay, let's do that. And here comes the bomb. Deal 200% damage randomly, turn 1 gem into a bomb. Yeah, there it is. I wanted to do an L-shaped match right here, but we're gonna do a 4-stack to try and mitigate the bomb as much as we can. There we go. We're safe. Lightning. Oh, there's a second one. Oh no. Darn. Well, oh, we can make it through this. Let's do this. Oh, you messed up my plan. I was gonna do a fun, like, T-shaped. That is a different bomb, and I didn't read how to get rid of it. Oh, okay, we got rid of it. Lightning. Let's do this. This will get double matchups. Actually, that's a lot of matchups. That one just kept going. My gosh, I didn't think it would keep going that long. I think I could just finish. Oh, my lightning is still on cooldown. That sucks, doesn't it? Yay, we won! Still got an S rank, I'll take it. Oh, I can hear Brony typing. Oh my gosh. She says that round structure on the roof of that hollow projection. Is that the Lavinia Library? Where's the projection? I want to see it. That sounds cool. Kasumi says there's a book symbol next to the structure, so it should be the library. I think the holograph thing Brony was talking about was probably her own holograph thing. Teruri is like not replying? Because Rita asks what's wrong. Is something actually wrong, or is she just being difficult? Oh no, she doesn't know what it actually looks like. Okay. She says, I'm fine. I'm just trying to recognize it. Yeah, she doesn't know what it actually looks like, which is kind of messed up if you think about it. She says, I haven't been here in a long time. It feels very foreign. Let me take a closer look. So she has been here before? She widened her eyes and scanned the hollow projection of the building up and down. What about it? The symbol in front of the building doesn't look like that of Lavinia Libraries. Maybe it was changed? I don't know. Listen, I didn't even know Tariri had been here before. That was like grasping at straws. Brony says, then, is it the building that looks like a villa behind the crossroad? And Tariri says, no. The library might not be in this district. I remember the way to the library. I think it's in this direction and 2 roads away. And Brony just says, is that so? Kasumi says, calm down. Let me scout the route. Route? Is she going to? I'll look for a building that looks more like the Lavinia Library. How do you know what it looks like? Kasumi leaped high and moved agilely into the distance. Her silhouette fell between the buildings far away and disappeared quickly. She thought about how Tariri looked just now, because she did look concerned, right? Even though they were close to her destination, she didn't look the least bit happy. Oh, that snap even snapped me out of something. A crisp snapping sound jolted Kasumi out of her thoughts. She saw Delta carrying her greatsword and running along with her. Okay, so Delta went too. How'd she go that fast? She says, leaving arbitrarily will make Brony more suspicious of you. Oh, does she know her past? Her fox ears turned back and forth. Kasumi stopped only after making sure that it was safe. And she says, I didn't expect to meet that hacker again. Oh, okay. So Delta does know something. And I would assume maybe Rita knows a little bit too. And that's why they were so like staring each other down, like Delta and Rita when Brony and Kasumi were having their moment. Oh no, she didn't know. Because now Delta says, so you two have met before. Yeah, Kasumi says at that time, we met because we were fighting over it, in quotations. Yep, Delta says, looks like she knows our motive. And she rubbed her temples in exasperation. She knew she was at the brink of losing her patience. She says, on this topic, this mission only required me. Why did you come along without an invitation? Okay, so they were lying too at the beginning. Kasumi says, after you left, I got 2 important information. Delta says, can't you say everything all at once? How troublesome. Nice. I've defeated countless Dark Lords, so let's get this over and done with. It'd be much better than playing along with that little girl. Okay, that's Tariri. Great. I guess it's not the first time we've had to play along with a little girl. Heyo, what? Kasumi says, I don't have doubts about your strength, but strength is not the only factor that affects victory and defeat. Luck's in there too. As the honorable person once said, detour could be the nearest way home. For whatever reason, my brain wanted to read that as newest, but nearest way home. I bet it's Kevin. He would say something weird like that. But does Delta know Kevin? I don't know. Because Delta says, don't use that person's words against me. Yeah, no. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. Kasumi says, without that girl's clues, we wouldn't know where it is. And without her magic, it'll be difficult to physically fight against the Dark Lord in this bubble universe ourselves. So we are in a bubble. I feel like that was previously established, but we're in a bubble. Then we won't be able to get it. What is it? I feel like because no one actually says what it is. And I feel like by the time we figure out what it is, it's going to be something like stupid. Like that's how this usually works, right? Like it's being hyped up, but no one's telling me what we're hyping up. Kasumi says, let's trust in that person's judgment. And Delta says, okay. She turned her head away and says, speaking of detours. Oh. Kasumi says, yes, I came to check on this. Did you realize something wrong too? And Delta says, you're not the only one who looks at the information that person provides. Did you find anything? Did she? Okay. Kasumi says, Lavinia Library is undoubtedly a building with a round roof. I'm more curious where the road Tariri pointed to leads to. Does she remember a different building? I don't know. The two looked in that direction and the road ahead looked more and more desolate. And Delta says, since she's the one who decides the destination and we're only doing this for money, why would she need to lie? Oh, was she lying about something? Tariri's sad and hesitant expression appeared in Kasumi's head. Because here's the thing. Both groups, the Rita Brony group and then the Kasumi Delta group, are both using Tariri for their own gain in this scenario. But maybe Tariri was playing them, but their 2 groups all along. Dang. I mean, it would be a twist. And Honkai do be twisted. Kasumi felt like she couldn't see through that seemingly outgoing girl. And Delta says, I suppose not all is in vain. If I get to see that expression of yours, what expression? What are we talking about? She says it's about time we head back. And Delta says, let's pretend to have some fights around here. The other 2 aren't easy to deceive. Wow, so we got our black cat, lucky unlucky black cat, which will randomly change 3 basic gems to skill gems. I don't think I'm gonna use it, honestly. It doesn't really even sound like it's something that I need that much. How many stages do we have in here? 10. So we probably would want to do Lone Star City 5 and then do Mechanism, but if we keep going, we might be able to go for longer. Level 12 Rita, let's hit it. Let's try to speedrun this whole entire chapter in this video. Why not? Let's go for it. I've done worse before. Maybe it's because we have Fallen Rosemary, and whenever we get a Fallen Rosemary, that scares me a little bit. Also, her health is going down. What does this Weaken Rune do? Cannot move or fall. While it's present, the player deals 50% less damage, and just have to match around it. Okay. Yikes. We need heals. Okay, we're in the red health-wise, it looks like, but that might just be because of the Weaken Gem thing. We should be... Oh my god, now there's fire? Are you joking? Sir, my dude? Sir dude? Commando's ghost? What the heck? I mean, we should be in the clear soon. Lightning! Let me use my lightning! Lightning. Oh my god, I didn't notice there was another one. What the heck is with this guy? I mean, we got a lot of matches running. Okay, we got rid of that, and now I need to get rid of all the gems on fire over here, because what the heck is going on? Nice. Okay, could have been better, but I mean, we cleared it. We got a lot of rewards from that, too, so... Transmutation! Yay! Transmutation again! We only have a couple left, probably, till we can unlock Lone Star City. Oh no, we have more than I thought. Yikes. Okay, we will get Kasumi after doing this one. Level 13 trial character. Your little chibi is so cute! Little vase, that's adorable. I forgot, wait, what is Holy Water healing? What does Holy Spring Water do? Removes ailments from 4 random gems. I forgot about that one. Okay. Crumbling facilities and dilapidated buildings. They marked the hustle and bustle of the past, but now they showed lonely solitude. Brony says there's someone at our 2 o'clock. Who? Because everyone's together again. Delta says who would come to such a place? And Kasumi says, regardless, it's best to be cautious. Brony says, I'll give you 3 seconds to come out. If not, I'll fire. Ooh, the drone's signal light lit up and red lines shot out of its head toward a ruined wall. Is it like the line of sight? What is it called? I don't know. Oh, hello. Didn't think we'd be seeing you today. Not Hersher the Void. Not Hersher the Void at all. Says, what are you doing, you insolent fools? You sure sound like Hersher the Void. An unfamiliar white-haired girl covered her eyes from the blinding red light as she leaned against the wall. She walked over furiously. She says, you have to apologize to me for your impudence. And she recognizes Tariri. It's Siren, that's what I figured. I was like, are they using our Kiana Hersher the Void model instead of Siren? Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Tariri hurriedly squeezed in front of the 4 girls, protecting her, and pushed the girl named Siren. She says, it's too dangerous here. You must return to Crescent Moon District now. How'd you get here? Siren, it feels weird to say, but Siren says, I thought that you didn't know that. And Tariri says, of course we do. That's why we chose to travel together. And Siren just says, travel together to seek some thrills. We're going to the library, Siren. Either come along with us or shut up. Quite literally. Delta, who had been observing from the side for a while, decided that it was the right opportunity to ascertain her conjecture? How do you... I know that word, but I don't know how to say it. Delta says, this lady here. We haven't reached the Lavinia Library. If we were to turn back now, what would we do for Tariri's graduation thesis? Oh, Siren just asks, graduation thesis? Oh, is it a lie from the start? Oh, interesting. Yeah, it was a lie from the start. Whoa. She says, what are you talking about? Tariri has already graduated. So everyone is being played. Wow. Delta says, I speak the truth. Look, it's written clearly on the commission listing. She lied, Delta. Happens frequently in this game. So she still wanted to go back to the library. Interesting. I knew something was up when she said, like, she'd been here before, because I feel like that wasn't something that was mentioned prior. Tariri says, Siren, you can go back first. I'm not. I'm really not. Does she just want to use this as an excuse to leave the city entirely? Tariri's voice got softer and softer until it was merely a murmur. She could not even convince herself with her words of rebuttal. Siren says, you didn't forget what happened here, did you? So were they here? They both were here for the story, like the Lone Star City story from before, weren't they? Back then, they simply stepped into the courtyard and had to pay a hefty price. Are you going to follow in their footsteps? Tariri says, I didn't forget, and I won't step on the same path. And Siren says, if that clever mind of yours is still awake, you should live your best life instead of always rushing into danger. so as to not let their efforts down. How did Siren make it this far, like following behind us? Or was she here from the beginning? Like, how did that work out? Teruri says, I came back precisely because I'm awake. And Siren says, it's been so many years, but you're still foolish beyond salvation. They just keep going back and forth, like fighting. It makes it really difficult for me, who's narrating this. But like, Teruri says, you're the same, aren't you? And now we got Siren to shut up. Why else would you be here? You were so sure that the Dark Lord no longer exists. But you broke through the Boulder Guardian's defense and came here alone. I guess she did, yeah. She says, I just wanted to ascertain something for myself. And Teruri asks, then why do you stop me all the time? Ooh, you're the one who understands me best. We shouldn't be the only ones who get to enjoy that kind of peaceful life. Where is she going with that one? Is there still people here? Siren asks, you haven't given up on that ridiculous idea. And Teruri says, we already lost the senpai, but we might be able to save the other one. Oh no. You said that we should look forward, that everything is in the past now. But everything I look forward, I think if things pass just like this, then does her future really end here? Who specifically are they talking about? I have my theories, but Siren asks, have you ever thought of what would happen what would happen to you if you failed? Probably. I mean, look at her face. Probably. She probably just thought about it, but then she says, yeah, she says this. If I contemplated about the results, I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to persevere. She's thought about it before, but she had made the conscious decision to stop thinking about it because otherwise she would just spiral. She says, I only knew that this is the only thing I want to do now. So she's like graduated, probably had some layer of some degree of success, and now she's going back on this, whatever it is. Siren just says, you idiot. That's Siren for ya. I guess it would make sense that this would be Siren in an alternate universe. Yeah, that would make total sense. Because we are in a bubble. This is bubble universe Teresa and Herrscher the Void. So like it makes sense. Siren bit her lower lip in anger. Teruri's stubborn expression reminded her of another heavy memory. Not another heavy memory. She knew well that even if she could stop Teruri this time, so there was another time, she would make the same decision again in the future. And the music stopped. That's never good. Siren says, as things are now, there's no need for us to waste each other's time. So is she gonna come along with us or leave? I'll only tell you this. The Dark Lord has truly disappeared. I confirmed this, and I'm not trying to patronize you. Teruri asks, is that true? Yeah, but I just don't know who the Dark Lord is. Like, is it Otto? It could be Otto. It's usually Otto. Siren says, don't get ahead of yourself yet. We might not be able to infiltrate the site of Nightmare and enter the Dark Lord's courtyard just because the Dark Lord isn't around anymore. I guess that makes sense why the tower, the Nightmare Tower, what is it? Tower of Horror? Site of Nightmare? It makes sense now. Teruri asks, why? And then she also asks about a secret passage. Siren says, the last time I passed by it, so Siren has been here, I coincidentally heard dogs barking. What a racket, so annoying. Teruri says, dogs barking near the site of Nightmare. Could it be the three-headed dog Cerberus? I'm getting Greek mythology in this event. Why didn't I do it sooner? Thanks for the hint. Siren says, I didn't say anything. Why do you think that I'm helping you? What if I'm just taking you on a wild goose chase? There's the Siren we know and love. Teruri says, you wouldn't do that. And Siren just says, or more so probably thinks. Who knows? So she's lying to us for sure. The Dark Lord is alive, and Siren is working for this Dark Lord for sure. In what capacity apart from that, I don't know. Noticing that she had stayed for too long and unwilling to mix with these people anymore, Siren decided to end this unpleasant conversation. She says, I've said it once and I'll say it again. Don't sacrifice your life for this. Ooh. With that statement, she turned and left. Teruri calls after her, and the white-haired girl quickly disappeared into the ruins and withered trees, so she was staying here. Teruri is still thinking about the conversation earlier. Her instincts made her chase after Siren and neglect the dangers in the forest. Oh, we're getting into it now. Kasumi says, watch out! She blocked the magical creature that leaped toward Teruri and swung a blinding electric arc at it. She says, when it comes to ambushes, even underlings of the Dark Lord are no match for me. And she does a little knife twisty thing. Oh yeah, because we get Kasumi now. I literally forgot about that because it had been so long since we started. So, Kasumi gains Ninja Mark for 3 turns at the start, and if not continuously stacked, it will be reset. The secret way of ninja is to continuously cast skills. I don't think that's it. Chibi Teruri, but okay. Charging skills and Ultra Gems can spawn skill gems quickly. Strength and magic skills will also deal increased damage based on the number of Ninja Mark stacks. Okay, so we can do both types of damage. No big at all, no big. Let's do that. I think it's gonna produce rocks soon, which honestly, I'm not. The rocks are nothing. Like, quite literally, they mean nothing to me. Fire gems, the weakened damage dealing gem, those I don't like, but the rocks, that's baby stuff. Ooh, we have a fancy one. I'm gonna use it. It didn't do much. Lightning! Lightning! Bye-bye! Double S grade. Oh, there's more story. Listen, my throat is literally already starting to hurt. This is the first video. I need to do like 3 more after this. Kasumi says, are you going to remain silent? Yeah, probably. There's also, the music got really creepy. Brony says, don't scare her. I'm scared. Do you hear this music? Delta says, as our employer, she needs to tell us the truth. Oh, it's not supposed to be scary music. It's just supposed to be intense because someone... Terrari lied, like, heavily. But honestly, everyone's lying, so like, your little drones also require accurate information to be useful. Sure, but Teresa lying means nothing. Brony says, I'll have you know that someone who can only fight will never match up with my trackers. And Rita says, everyone, please calm down. We haven't heard from Rita in a minute, but she's just like, hey guys, we still got a job to do. It doesn't matter who's lying. We're getting paid. She says, please listen to me, to Teruri. We don't have the right to interfere with your personal issue with Miss Siren, but the truth of this commission affects the execution of this mission. Or the truth of this commission affects the mission, yeah. Please don't overthink. After all, from the moment we accepted this commission, we must follow you until this mission is complete. Of course, if you aren't satisfied with how we do things, we can leave as well. But if you aren't willing to tell us the truth, we can't help you even if we wanted to. Fair, fair. Everyone kind of needs to know the truth in this situation. Music stopped. Wonderful. Teruri says, actually, I'm not doing this for a graduation thesis, and I don't actually want to go to Lavinia Library. That's why she pointed in the other direction. Yeah. I published this commission solely to save someone. She is in eternal slumber in the Dark Lord's castle now. Oh. To awaken her, I asked many people and studied many books, and I finally found out about a treasure that can awaken her in an ancient book. It's called Miracle Stone. So there was an entirely different thing. When was she gonna drop that information? Because she couldn't have gone on to the library thing forever, right? Rita says, so you mean? The treasure you're looking for and the person you wish to save are both in the Dark Lord's castle now. And Teruri says, I'm really sorry for hiding this from everyone. Ah, I like this storyline better. I think it's more fun. More dramatic, if you will. It's good enough that you guys have escorted me out of Crescent Moon District. I can complete the rest of the journey myself. No, you can't. You think you can fight the Dark Lord alone? I don't think you can. I don't think anyone can. I think the teamwork, power of friendship, even though we all hate each other. As for the 4 shares of rewards, they should be transferred to your bank accounts tomorrow. Ah, Brony says, looks like Siren was right. Teruri is a big fool indeed. Yeah, no, Brony's like, you think we're gonna leave? After all this, you think we're gonna leave? Ah, Brony says, you said it yourself. Meeting you is the only luck I've had lately. I do remember that line. In that case, why are you throwing away the luck that was so hard to come by? Oh. Delta says, that's right. After all, we don't understand anything about your graduation thesis, nor do we care about that miracle stone. Brony says, in comparison, I'm more concerned about that 3-headed dog. I mean, I would be too. Delta says, then, shall we see whether your drones or my greatsword can defeat it first? Oh, they're making a bet. They're making a bet about fighting Cerberus. Brony says, just what I wanted. Before the two of them could start arguing, Teruri stretched out both arms, one toward the left and another toward the right, to stop Delta and Brony. The 2 girls paused and in a rarely seen unison, held Teruri's warm hands. I thought they were gonna hug, but like this is cute too. Teruri says, thank you, everyone. Oh. Kasumi says, you're welcome. And Teruri says, everyone is only here because of my commission. But she's most definitely crying. Rita says, your new commission is a piece of cake for us all. After all, everyone in this world is working for their own motives. Yeah, because they all have... Everyone is, like, playing each other. Everyone... All 3, like, parties, because we have the... Like I said, that's the Rita, Brony party, the Kasumi Delta party, and then Teruri herself. Yeah, everyone has their own, like, goal in mind with this, and no one's being straight with anyone about it. There it is! We unlocked Kasumi! Okay. We cleared stage 5 of Lone Star City, which is great. We can't do the mechanism stage. I did not notice that like 2 seconds ago because we need to do stage 6 first. So I'm thinking, because it has been 58 minutes, this is a nice place to end the video. Let's see what we can get in the shop. I still can't get the Hersher of Thunder outfit because I need to clear Side of Nightmare 10. I don't even have Hersher of Thunder, so that's lovely. I don't think I could really get anything. Like I could get like mats and stuff, but I'd rather wait and get the good stuff. Can I do any transmutations? Ew, no. Path Forward doesn't give me transmutations. How do I get transmutations? My guy. It wants me to level somebody up, but I'm like saving mats for that, so I need gem transmutations. Guys, come on. I need to transmutate a gem 20 times. Can I get transmutations in Tower of Horror? I don't even know. Oh, no, I can. Okay, All right, let's challenge floor 10. Let's try it again. We'll use our level 13 custom E. We should probably be able to get another chunk of the way through. We'll just do it now. Lightning! I need to get water after this. My throat hurts so much. I didn't think it would, but it does. Unfortunately. Oh, fire. Wow. Oh, lightning. What is the best way to get rid of all this? Probably this. I see that there's another one on fire over here I need to get rid of. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, though. Oh my god, more fire? What the heck? Oh, we're gonna die here. Oh, some pretty good combos. I will say that. Bop, give me that. I mean, we're not doing horribly. Now we have rocks. Oh, lightning. Rainbow gem. I need another blue. We're not doing the fun matchup because I need to get rid of the fire. My brain stopped working for a second. It really did. Just because none of these matchups are good. I need to get rid of the Boulder Guardian. Lightning! Oh, well, there's fire again. You're a rock! How can you make things go on fire? You're a rock! Besties. Besties! We're not doing too great. Besties. How do I get rid of this one up here? What the heck? We're in it now. Okay, lightning. We still might die. And for what? Oh, it's not looking good at all. We're literally so close. What the heck? Actually, you know what? Getting rid of that. I can't match up any hearts, so we kind of really just have to wing it and hope that this final move does the damage. Yes! I don't care what my grade is. We did it. Next stage. Past Lone Star City. Okay, I can't go any farther than that. I need to finish 8. I need to finish part 8. Oopsies. We can do some gem transmutations. I need to do 20 in order to... Oh, we got one for Lone Star City. What do you know? So we don't need to unlock all of Crescent Moon District to get to Lone Star City. I just needed to do more. Oh, yeah. Because even Site of Nightmare has this clear Site of Nightmare 1 to unlock. So I guess I did what I needed to do for Lone Star City. See, I would be excited to upgrade Rosemary's ultimate, but I don't even think it's that helpful because I rarely get ultimates for some reason. Okay, so I didn't transmutate 20 gems, but there must have been something I did somewhere. So we got more crystals that I can't use right now, but we'll probably use for Kira. Honestly, that video is probably out by now. That's gonna be it for this video, though. I'm gonna go get some water, I think, before I do the next one. That is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!